So Shane?
Yes, Karen?
How are you feeling?
Oh, much better. Thank you for asking. I'm feeling much better than I was this weekend.
Really? You know, because
Still a little bit of a
we were
cough.
supposed to meet up at Sogo. Do you remember that?
Of course, I'm so sorry about that.
And then I called you, and then you said, I'm sorry, I'm not feeling well, right? And I felt really, really bad for you.
And I felt really bad that I couldn't meet up with you.
And then I said, okay, just get some rest, drink lots of water.
So sweet.
And then
So
we
sweet.
hung up.
Yeah.
And then you know what I saw after we hung up?
What?
Do you know who I saw after we hung up?
No? Who? Celebrity Michael Jackson.
I saw you.
Huh?
After I left Sogo, I saw you walking on the street. The one in front of that 7-Eleven, the closest one besides Sogo. You were right there.
Impossible. It must have just been somebody who looked like me. There's a lot of, white people like me. We kind of look alike.
You know what? I took a picture.
Uh-oh.
Let me zoom in. Is that not you? That is you.
Looks a little bit like me. But
So you were not feeling ill.
Did I tell you that I have a twin brother?
Shane?
I never told you that.
No.
Yeah,
you lied to me.
Twin brother Pete.
You never do that. When you say that you're going to meet up with someone, you should be honest. And even if you are going to be late, you can tell them and call them, right?
I wasn't feeling well, that was true. I just went to 7-Eleven to get some medicine.
Look at you in the picture. Look at you. You were laughing with a friend.
All right, it won't happen again. I'm so sorry. Why don't we get into today's lesson?
Lizzie and Morgan are planning to meet up.
There is a big book fair in 2 weeks. Do you want to go there with me?
Sure. What day does it start?
It starts on Monday the 5th, and it lasts for 2 weeks.
I am busy on that day, but I am free after that.
Hi everyone. Today we are looking at part A of Let's Meet Up.
Yes, welcome to ABC Interactive English. Yeah, so what does it mean to meet up? So to meet up means to meet somebody, especially by plan. So you have a plan to meet somebody. That means to meet up.
That's right. And it's important to show up if you are planning to meet up with your friend.
Okay. For example, let's meet up at the park tomorrow at noon.
So we are looking at this dialogue between Lizzie and Morgan.
Okay.
So Lizzie and Morgan are planning to meet up.
Okay.
So I'll be Lizzie and you can be Morgan.
Fantastic.
So Lizzie starts off by saying, there is a big book fair in 2 weeks. Do you want to go there with me? So we're looking at this word fair. We said book fair, right?
Right.
So fair is a noun. So fair is like a special event where people show and sell things. So for example, Lisa is going to the job fair tomorrow. So if you're going to a job fair, there will be many different companies. They might have their own tables or booths, and then you can go and check out the jobs they have to offer.
If you go to a book fair, then of course you're going to be looking at all kinds of books.
That's
that
right.
you can buy.
And usually when you go to these book fairs, you can get good deals too.
Yes. So Morgan says, sure, what day does it start?
Because it's important to find out the date and the time. So Lizzie says, it starts on Monday, the 5th, and it lasts for 2 weeks. So usually when you go to these fairs, it's probably not only just for one day. Maybe some fairs are.
Yeah.
But the book fair that they're going to, it lasts for 2 weeks. What does that mean?
So to last, that's a verb. It just means to continue for some amount of time. So for example, you can say, this medicine will last for 1 month.
That means you will not run out within this month, right? Okay.
Exactly. So Morgan then says, I am busy on that day, but I am free after that.
Okay, so it's important to tell people when you are available, when you can go and when you cannot go.
Yeah, so here, if you're free, that means that you don't have any plans.
That's right.
It doesn't mean 我很自由. It's not that kind of free, and it's not like doesn't cost money. It just means that you don't have any plans.
But he's busy though. That's the opposite of being free, right?
Yes.
So busy is an adjective. It just means that having lots to do or being occupied, like you have something planned.
Right.
You have to do something. So for example, are you busy this weekend? That means, do you have any plans this weekend? Or do you have time available to do something?
Right, so free, like we said, so it's an adjective. Again, not busy, without any plans or something to do. So for example, you could say, hey, Karen, are you free tonight to come to my party?
That means, do you have time tonight to come to my party? I don't know, because last time we were supposed to meet up and you didn't show up.
Because I wasn't free. I was busy being sick.
And hanging out with friends.
Well, that was a doctor. That was a doctor that you saw. You thought it was my friend. Now, that was my doctor, and he was helping me buy medicine.
It's very important to keep your promise to maintain your relationship with your friends, right? So when you want to meet up with your friends, make sure you're not late and make sure that you show up. Right, Shane?
That's right.
Okay, how about let's take a quick break and we will be back and learn more about their dialogue between Lizzie and Morgan.
Are you really mad at me?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to meet up on Wednesday morning?
Oh, I just remembered. I have something to do in the morning. Can we meet at noon instead?
I don't have a problem with that.
Great. See you on the 7th.
Welcome back, everybody. So before the break, we have Lizzie and Morgan, and they were going to go to a book fair.
That's right.
So they're trying to find a time to meet up, right? So what happens now?
So Lizzie says, okay, do you want to meet up on Wednesday morning? Okay, so right now they're deciding on a day because Morgan was telling her that, on a day that he's not available. He couldn't make it, but he can go on other days. So Lizzie picks Wednesday. Say, okay, how about meeting up on Wednesday morning?
Okay, right. So Morgan says, oh, I just remembered. I have something to do in the morning. Can we meet at noon instead?
Okay. I just remembered. So remember is a verb. So to remember means to keep something in your mind or think about it again. So for example, please remember to bring your book to class next time because sometimes you might forget.
I have a bad memory.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay.
You have a hard time remembering things.
Yes. So We have another vocabulary word, instead. This is an adverb. It means in the place of something else or someone else. So for example, Tom couldn't help us, so Mary helped us instead. So Mary helped in place of Tom.
That's right. So they were going to meet up on Wednesday morning, but Morgan asked, is it okay to meet up at noon, right? At noon instead. So at noon, it just means 12 p.m.
Right. Okay?
And Lizzie says, I don't have a problem with that. Okay, that means she is okay with it.
She could also say, no problem.
Exactly. Or that's fine.
Okay? Morgan says, great. See you on the 7th.
On the 7th? You mean like on the 7th floor?
Yeah, right? So that's interesting. When we say the date of the month and we're talking about making a plan or something that we're going to do, we won't say the 7th of, well, what month are we in now? Right? So for example, if we were in January, we wouldn't say see you on the 7th of January.
That's a little bit long, but you could say that.
You could say that, but we will just say see you on the 7th. So it really means the 7th of that month.
Exactly.
The month you are in now.
So you're just not talking about, you're not mentioning the month, but you are referring to that. But if you are, how about on the 20th? Do we say 20th or 20th?
Right. So we say 20th.
Exactly.
Not 20th.
That's right. And 30 as well. We do not say 30th. We say 30th when you're talking about the date of the month, right?
Right. Hey, that's a good thing. Yeah.
You know, so in this dialogue, we kind of talked about how to ask your friend if you want to meet up with them. But you can say, hey, do you want to meet up? Or you can also say, hey, do you want to hang out?
Oh, right.
That's another way to ask your friend if you want to spend some time together.
Yeah, like in Chinese, you would think you want to say, oh, do you want to go out and play? But in English, we don't say, let's go out and play.
That's right.
Unless you are children and you're really going to play, like with some toys or something like that. Only for sports do we use the word play. We will say, do you want to go out and do something? Do you want to go have dinner, have lunch, go to the movie? Or
do you want to grab a drink?
Yeah, things like that. Yeah, so again, I wanted to apologize to you. I didn't stand you up, but I lied to you.
But stand me up, what does that mean?
If I said I will be somewhere and then I didn't tell you I'm not going to be there and I didn't show up. I just didn't tell you. That is to stand somebody up.
And it's very rude. You really hurt people's feelings. In Chinese, that's called 放鸽子.
Right, and I would never do that to you.
Okay, you have to promise.
Okay, I promise.
That's not a nice thing to do to your friend.
Pinky promise.
Pinky promise. All right. Okay, well, this is all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Don't forget to meet up with us.
Lizzie and Morgan are planning to meet up.
There is a big book fair in 2 weeks. Do you want to go there with me?
Sure. What day does it start?
It starts on Monday the 5th, and it lasts for 2 weeks.
I am busy on that day, but I am free after that.
Okay. Do you want to meet up on Wednesday morning?
Oh, I just remembered. I have something to do in the morning. Can we meet at noon instead?
I don't have a problem with that.
Great. See you on the 7th.
Hi, I'm Tina. 我们来看这一课的重点单字。第一个 last， 动词持续、延续。 The meeting lasted 4 hours. 会议持续了4个小时。下一个单字 busy， 形容词，忙碌的，繁忙的。Is mom busy in the kitchen? 妈妈正在厨房里忙着吗？下一个单字 free， 形容词，有空的，空闲的。Are you free tomorrow? 你明天有空吗？最后一个单字 remember， 动词，想起，记得。I can't remember where I parked my car. 我想不起来我把车停在哪里了。接着我们来看重点文法。第一个 meet up， 相聚，碰头。Meet 指的是与什么会合或碰面，它的三态是 meet, met。我们来看看这个例句 I will meet up with Laura and Susan tonight. 我今晚会跟 Laura 跟 Susan 相聚。下一个文法 Somebody has a problem with 加名词，某人对什么有意见。Problem 是名词，指的是不喜欢、不愿意的感受。课文中这一句 I don't have a problem with that 是一个否定用法。我们来看看这个例句 Karen's father has a problem with her boyfriend. Karen 的爸爸对她的男友有意见。以上就是这一课的重点单词跟文法，我们下一课再见喽，拜拜。
Today, we are going to talk about cold noodles. I love eating cold noodles, and you can get them anywhere in Taiwan. But we're not talking about any kind of cold noodles today. We're going to talk about cold noodles in Chiayi. And what's so special about them? They put mayonnaise on top of it. A lot of people told me that it's very, very delicious. So let's take a look.
In Chiayi, there is an especially unique dish. It's called mayonnaise cold noodles, one of Chiayi's specialties. Like other cold noodles, they include sesame sauce, soy sauce, cucumber, garlic, and so on. But in Chiayi, the cold noodles are also topped with mayonnaise. In Chiayi, the mayonnaise used for cold noodles is also called white vinegar. No one exactly knows where the name white vinegar came from. Some people think it has to do with its ingredients. The Japanese-style mayonnaise used in this dish usually contains white sugar and vinegar. Different from ordinary cold noodles, Chiayi's mayonnaise cold noodles use flat noodles, otherwise known as sprout noodles. This kind of noodle pairs best with a thick sauce. Besides white vinegar, other ingredients and sauces are also added to the dish to improve its flavor. Mayonnaise cold noodles are very refreshing, especially on a hot day. The combination of white vinegar and other sauces is perfect. Some people also order a cold dish as one of their side dishes. Preserved eggs and tofu are common cold dishes. There are many shops in Chiayi that sell mayonnaise cold noodles. If you want to eat something found only in Chiayi, mayonnaise cold noodles are your best bet.
After learning about the cold noodles in Chiayi, I'm getting really hungry already. So next time when you visit Chiayi, don't forget to try their unique mayonnaise cold noodles. And this is all the time we have for today, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.